Hey guys, back out here with the Mustang. Figured I'd show you some stuff. Took a wire brush to the back plate here, so I got to get me some brake cleaner and clean all that off, and then I'm going to paint it. Finally got the hose off underneath there. I had to use vice grips. I don't like to do that, but that was the only way I could get it off. I'm going to test it to see if it works before I replace it. But before long, everything will be ready to go back on.
What?
As I said in one of my earlier videos, the reason I took this hub off to begin with, the front, it was locked up when we pulled it out of the other shed. And it kept dragging this tire. Well, you can see why. I don't know if I can hold that good enough, but I mean, it's completely corroded and seized up. That's probably what I'm going to run into all the way around, but I've got all new wheel cylinders and brakes, so it's all coming off anyway. But that's nasty. Oh, that's good. That's a little bit extra work. Thanks, buddy.
Is there any spiders in here?
Oh, I'm sure.
What?
I'm sure. Along with other stuff.
These things feel so comfy. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I mean, for 1970, they're not bad.
I need to get this out.
From what I can remember, but you know what? I was 150 pounds skinny back when I drove this thing. So
Get everything out. Wait on this.
now I can barely get in my legs under the steering wheel. So along with the fixing this thing up comes with a nice little weight loss plan, because I ain't gonna be able to drive it if I don't.
Thing's nice in here. Is this seriously how it looks?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that is so weird.
What?
The bag's so old that when
Well,
I
come here and flip so everybody can see it. Come here and flip the seat up, buddy.
Seat up? How do I do that?
You come out here and you push this little button down.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. I mean,
That bag's so old that when I tried to pick it up, just every time I try to pick up any part of it, it breaks.
I can't remember what's in that bag, but
It's old and all that.
I mean, I'd probably need to replace the carpet, because
Carpet,
when we
yeah.
restored it the first time, we didn't replace the carpet. But I mean, the rest of it looks pretty good. What's in there?
AutoZone. Oh no.
Old stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's some in there.
Let me see. That's transmission fluid.
Oh, I gotta
Fluid.
get
Transmission fluid, excuse me.
things are greasy now.
Yeah. All right. Come on out. I'm going to show them the shaker hood. Okay, this is great. I found a nice little surprise when I opened the hood. Yeah, that was great. Don't want to mess with that. But anyway, I was going to show the shaker hood on it, but I'll pull it out and just show you the shaker part itself. Just lay it down in the grass, right side up, buddy.
Is that what goes on the top?
Do what? Yeah, that's the hood scoop. This is the original hood scoop. It's in pretty good shape. I just need to clean it up. But I keep it put up because I don't think anybody would mess with it, but I don't take any chances on getting it stolen or anything. Anyhow, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably
Spider.
a Mustang fan, so you may know how it works, but you've got that flap, and then there's a vacuum hose that comes out the back here. Pretty cool. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat a shaker head scoop. I feel really fortunate that mine's got one. Funny story, when I was probably about, I'd say 19, I worked in this little strip mall, and I remember I was leaving work one day, and this car, it ran right into the back of me, right in the parking lot. And you can see, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but there's like a crack that's right in the middle. Well, that's all the damage it did. And I started to get out, and it was a girl driving the other car. And she just got out. She just went around me and kept going. And I looked at her, and she was shaking her head like, no, 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 I'm not stopping. And I just couldn't believe it. She just went out of the parking lot and left. We didn't have cameras back then, so I couldn't take a license plate, and honestly, I was so surprised I didn't even have the mind to even look at her license plate. But I thought that was crazy how somebody could just run into you and just not even care, just drive off.
Yeah, it's on the outside.
We got a question from our viewers. These old slats, they've got this really bad mildew all over them. And this is, it's flat black, so is it even worth trying to clean? And if so, what do you clean it with? I don't know if I should just, sandblast it and repaint it. So if you know, just drop a comment. What you doing, buddy?
This look good. I don't know. It keeps falling and it won't come out good.
What is it? What's wrong with it?
I need you to spray it because it keeps coming out like that.
Let me see. Man, that's some thick stuff. You're gonna need better than toilet paper to get that off.
Yeah.
That's some nasty stuff. I found an old rag in the Mustang, so that cuts through that mildew mold pretty good.
That's mold?
Came pretty clean.
It was mold?
There's wifey. Say hey.
Hey.
A funny story about my wife. When we pulled this thing out of that shed, the door had been shut for 3 years, so who knows what was in there.
This side, okay?
And me and my dad, we didn't want to get in there. So we suckered my wife in here. We told her there was nothing in there and we needed somebody to steer it, so we talked her into getting in there. And she steered it, and when she got out, we were like, I can't believe you did that. There could have been anything in there. She wasn't too happy. Working on the other side. You gotta make sure you soak it down good, buddy, so all
I
that
didn't
stuff.
soak any over there.
You don't want to breathe in any of that dust. Here, let me soak it up. ABA sticker from Kid Rock back in the day. Back when he first came out. That's amazing, just what cleaning windows will do. This side's a lot cleaner. The other side's got a little hole in it where the window adjuster is, so I guess it lets moisture and stuff in, so it's got some mold on the door panel. This door panel's pretty darn clean. This seat looks great. It doesn't have anything. And like I said in the earlier video, all that wood grain's going to come out and go back to the original black. But when I was younger, I loved that wood grain, and I still do. But I kind of want to go back to the original now. You can see how I put a CD player in it back in the day. I kind of made, I didn't modify anything. I didn't cut anything either. I took the old bracket out, and it had room to slide that in there and mount it. And then I made little panels with like this little chrome door jamb stuff to where it looked like actually part of the interior. And then when it was cleaned up, it actually looked pretty good. If you didn't know, you couldn't tell that it was just fabricated. Man, I love driving this thing back in the day. If you look to the right, you can see what kind of mufflers I ran on it. Dual chamber Flowmasters. They really sounded good. I had them, they ran them to the rear axle, and then just basically that was the end of them. The only problem was I had to, once I got those, you couldn't run with the windows down very much because that the exhaust was creeping up through the interior. So probably wasn't smart. I'm going to change that. I'm going to have them run out, not either the back or to the sides behind the rear wheels. That's all for this video. I got to kill them hornets, and hopefully as the weather gets cooler, I'll work on it a little bit more, because I really don't want to be under that car and get some unexpected visitors. But hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Talk to y'all later.